art of the Easter egg.
The art of the Easter egg is that there's do's and don'ts, right? Like, I'm never going to plant an Easter egg that ties back to my personal life. It's always going to be towards music or a musical, something I'm coming up with, something I have coming up, a plan I have coming together, something that you don't know I'm saying for a specific reason that you'll hear later, and you'll go back and be like, oh my God. Like, I think my favorite one of those was I was given an honorary doctorate from NYU, and I made the commencement speech, and I put so many lyrical Easter eggs in that speech that when the Midnights album came out after that, the fans were like, the whole speech was an Easter egg.
Yeah.
And that's, for me, that's really fun because they find it fun.
For sure.
And also just, I love numerology. I love math stuff. I love dates. I love that stuff, like, I find really fun. And I want Easter eggs to be a certain thing where, like, if you are a part of the fandom and you want to experience like music in a normal way, then you don't even see these. You don't even care what that thing is above that doorway, under that dimly lit flickering light over there that's upside down backwards in Braille. You don't need to know what that is.
I love this. Yeah.
But if you want to look at that,
but if you do,
then it's there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you know, if you're in the know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Then you know.
Let's talk about something I don't know. What is numerology? You threw that phrase out there like that's a comment. What is numerology?
You don't know what numerology is?
I'm
assuming something with numbers.
Yeah, like I'm 87 and she's 13.
Yeah, literally, it's that simple. Just numbers.
And 100.
Yeah, 13 plus 87 equals 100. That's numerology. Like, numbers that have a specific significance. Like, yeah, exactly.
Keep it
like
100?
Do you not keep it 100 ever?
I'm trying to. I attempt to.
It's crazy that you don't.
What numbers do I have?
You're just admitting that like that.
Kylie, I don't know how to do this.
It's okay. It's not for everyone.
My favorite number is 13, though. It always has been. Travis.
I know. Yeah. And that's part of the numerology of why we're dating.
Okay.
Part of it.
Okay.
It's been in my life, my whole life.
Travis likes people that like the number 13.
Yeah.
What does liking the number 13 say about us, though?
It says that we're family. In trichodectophilia, I think it is the obsession with 13.
It's every day, dude. This is every day.
That's a real thing.
You know what that means.
This is every day.
He knows
trichodectophilia. So that's the obsession with specifically number 13 or something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, triskaidekaphobia is when you hate 13. Triskaidekaphilia is when you love it.
Philia is love. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I think it was like everybody else was afraid of number 13. So I'm like, yeah,
that's
I like
phobia.
13.
That's phobia.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just being contrarian, which I love. I love that about you.
All right. Well,
you're just like, you want to do this? I'm going to do this.
That's exactly how I sound.
Oh, Jason.
Let's get
Jason.
All right. Favorite thing about the Eras Tour was, besides going to it and just being like this amazed at everything. I think I was on another podcast recently, just like all of the songs, everything you just talked about, where it changes so much, right? There's something new every 20, 30 seconds. It was incredible. The nonstop length of it. But I'm going to be remiss if I don't say one of the things that I loved is watching Travis Kelce get on the stage. The man in the tuxedo.
Oh, it was so good. It was so special. That was like, we were like, that came out because we thought we were doing a bit. Like, we both thought we were just joking. Because a lot of what we're saying is like inside of a bit and we're laughing the whole time. And every once in a while, one of us would be like, are you serious? Like, I could be. I could be serious. Are you serious?
I was serious in terrifying fashion. I was like, yeah.
It was like wouldn't it be funny if kind of thing.
Fun.
Yeah.
And
I would try not to fuck this up.
It was so...
No, the show's perfect. You don't want to fuck the show up, do you, Taylor?
But I knew you were going to be down for it. I knew you were, if you wanted to do it. Like, I was never going to pressure you to do it. But the fact that when we were talking about it, we were joking, I saw that little twinkle in your eye where I was like, oh, he wants to do it.
You want me to go on stage?
He wants to do it.
He wants to?
Do you want me to go on stage?
Yeah, and you got up there.
I'll do it.
You were so good. Every single beat, his comedic timing is crazy. Like, and when the lights are bright, he slows down time. Like, that's when he.
Well, no, I just black
thrives.
out and hope that it ends out like perfect.
That's you said. You and I are saying the same thing.
I did. I honestly,
blackout
yeah. Like, I rose from that stage, and I saw how many people are looking at you, and I was just like. Blackout.
You looked so good. Yeah. It was so amazing. Like it was one of the loudest, if not the loudest screams I've ever heard on the tour.
It was insane.
It really was.
How many, Trev, you played football in some of the biggest stadiums you've been in front. People have been staring at your whole life. What was that moment like?
There's nothing like this.
Were you
I felt
nervous?
like an ant. I felt like the smallest piece of life ever. Like that entire stadium, the floor.
Like, what are all these people doing on the field?
Holy, I didn't know this place felt like this. Oh my gosh. What is going on? I have to pick her up now. Okay, here we go. Don't drop her. Don't drop her.
It's so funny that you were actually scared about that. You could like throw me over a mountain. And like climb the mountain and catch me on the other side. Like
football players drop balls all the time. This is not a hit.
Oh my God. It was so good. It was London. It was Wembley Stadium. It was, those were such special shows. And we had just, wasn't this the week that I got to watch Jason meet the royal family?
It was.
Yeah. I knew you were serious when I was like, Jason, do you want to go meet him?
And he was like, what do I do with my beer?
Yeah, I watched him have this moment with his beer where he's just like, but I want to take it, but I know that I probably should not take it.
That's right.
I watched this happen, and it was kind of the most amazing.
What do I do when I meet?
I like that you picked up on it, because that was exactly what was going on in my head.
If I don't have my beer, what do I do with this hand now?
Is it like disrespectful to have a beer when you need royalty?
Or am I just like being authentic by having the beer? I would normally have the beer. Wouldn't they want me to be myself? I'm watching you say that in your head. Yep. And it was fantastic. I don't know. I'll always remember that. It was just like I'll always remember meeting you for the first time, Jason.
Do we need to talk about that? That time I did hold on to my beer.
You did.
What was, I guess you brought it up. What was that first impression like? Did you know I was told to be on my best behavior?
I didn't know what you were told, but I did know that one of the first things I saw was like you say to Kylie, I was just shotgunning beers with the Bills Mafia, and I really want to go through one of the fire tables.
Yep.
I want to jump through it. I want to jump onto the flaming table. And she goes, okay, can we not do that right now?
Yeah, guy.
And since then, I've heard her say that exact thing to your 4-year-old. About like, mommy, I want to throw this pudding on the wall. Wouldn't that be fun? Can we not do it right now?
That's a common phrase for.
And so I meet you. You're exactly as I thought you would be. Kylie is exactly as I thought she would be. Just like the realest, the smartest, the coolest. You're fantastic. Obviously, you know that. And then I swear to God, Jason, you flew through the window at light speed. I've never seen someone so big move so fast.
It's impressive.
It's like, you know when you see a cricket and it's here?
Yeah.
And then it's gone, and it's 16 feet that way. You're like, did it just jump that way? How did it do that?
And he gets more athletic the more
beers. I mean, it's real.
It was wild.
I really should have played in the NFL drunk. I think it would have been better.
You know what? At this point, I would never argue with that. And all of a sudden, like, you're out there in the snow. You're handing me children through the window. Like,
I was trying to. That was
fully
not my best moment.
It was. And like, I think it actually was. And I'm really
like,
grateful.
Taylor. I was like, you want to see Taylor? I got you. Let's go.
We're going.
Whose kid is that, Jason? Do you know where this kid came from? But yeah, it was. I think it was your best moment, and I think I'm very lucky to have gotten to see it. I love this like new world that Travis has shown me because I really, it's so fun. It's so exciting. there's so much pressure on these players that I kind of was like, I've only ever been in music and been like, you know, seeing that, but the pressure on sports is just such a different type that I have such a respect for everyone. Like everyone I meet on his team, like everyone I see doing this, I'm just like, you've been focused on this since you were a kid, and it shows.
Well, and I'm sure there's a lot of relatability there. Anybody trying to be the best at what they do and dedicating their lives to it. I mean, yeah.
And I've been so lucky because I never have gotten to see what the suite looks like when I play the game.
Because they didn't have a camera
I never get to see my friends and family. So now whenever I make a play, I get to see it, what it actually looks like, how much fun they're having, what, you know, the type of support that I get and how crazy it gets. So the Vegas Super Bowl, there was a camera on the suite, and when Nicole scored that touchdown, and to see everybody in that suite start jumping on each other.
People are body slamming each other into other rooms. It was so violent.
It's giving me the chills right now.
Everybody.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
That video.
To get everybody going crazy.
People went down. Like, there were people punching each other. It was like absolute chaos. And like, I have every memory of that. Like every memory of that moment is intact, but it's just like screaming and thrashing around and trying not to be taken down by this undertow of your friends going absolutely apeshit.
I loved every bit of it.
Oh, it was so insane.
I mean, the suite that is the Travis Kelce suite that has been happening. What was your first impression of that? Of everybody in there? Who's the MVP of the suite? Who's the MVP of the suite?
Okay, so he's got, which is an incredible, like a huge green flag, is that Travis has had the same friends since he's probably 4 years old.
Yes,
literally.
And he's incredibly good at maintaining friendships, and he's so loyal, and his friends are equally loyal, and they're just the funniest, most hilarious group of people.
Yeah, and you want to talk about green flags. The first game she went to, the Bears game, she literally went through the front door of the stadium.
Yeah, we walked right in.
Just right in, like like general admission?
Through general admission, with everybody on the bus to the game.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just like, oh, she's just in it. Yeah. She's down for the ride. She's here for the fun. She's like, I'll fucking go. I'll go through the mud. I'll be a part of Chiefs Kingdom.
Like, if this is where we walk in, this is where we walk in. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have an alternative. I'm like, you know, we just played here 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And we went a different way, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to backseat drive this shit.
What was that like? What were people doing?
I remember using, like, Ross was like, Ross is so tall and so broad that it's like that helps a lot. And then just, you have a lot of other just like big bulky dudes that you're friends with. Yeah. Green flag, not threatened by other guys.
That's right. At all.
I was walking in with, I had a hat on and I had a mask on, and I'm walking in just in the front. We're walking in with thousands of people in Arrowhead, and nobody noticed.
Oh my gosh.
There were rumors that we had been seeing each other, but I think people were like,
remember that. Yeah.
What would they talk about?
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah. I hinted on the Pat McAfee show that I was going to see if you would be willing to come see me rock the stage at Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Since I've seen you make the stadium.
But nobody was like, oh yeah, we're definitely gonna see her there, and we're going to see her coming in through general admission.
No way this guy landed her. No chance. Hey. No chance that whole podcast thing worked.
I didn't believe it when you told me.
You manifested it.
I did, yes.
You summoned me. Here I am.
Andy Reid has recently revealed that he was the one who set you guys up. How true is this revelation by Big Red?
Whatever Andy Reid says, we're going to stand by.
We're not going to refute anything.
He says it.
Cupid,
that's what happened.
Big Red. It's all the same.
That's what happened. He's been friends with my dad. My dad is the most social man who's ever been born.
Shout out to Scott.
I was about to say, who's not friends with Scott?
He's just a maniac. He will make a friend in an airport in 1971, have a 5-minute conversation, and still be talking to that dude twice a week now. But he's like that with everyone he meets. Like he's able to have very many, very meaningful relationships. And it's a skill.
It's a talent.
Yeah.
It is a mind-boggling talent that I've only known him to have.
Yeah. He's a savant.
It is impressive.
He's a savant. Social savant, my dad. And so he knows Andy, and Andy's been coming to shows for years and stuff like that. So I've always had like a really positive vibe about Andy Reid. Yeah. I didn't really know what the sports were that he was doing, but I knew that was my dad's friend, Andy Reid.
You knew he was really
I now know he is literally the most iconic, legendary coach of all time. Yeah, and like from the way that you talk about him, his leadership style is I respect it so much.
Right.
Because I feel like it's done without like aggression or raising your voice or losing your composure. It's all very composed and focused.
Can happen.
He will rip you apart for sure.
But like not in
you got to be really like
but I feel like
the plays he's calling.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, but it's not done. It's not overdone, right? Like if you get it from him, you deserve it, and you're going to shape up.
Exactly.
That's what I heard from
you. And there's validity to it. There's such a genuine like want to get better that him getting you to like do it the right way is it's like a disciplinary thing. It's just like he wouldn't be doing it unless he saw the greatness in you or he saw your ability to get it right, and he wouldn't be doing it this way if there was any other way, if that makes sense.
It does. There's a lot of heart.
Yeah, there's a stoicism too, which makes the heart when he shows it to you, and I think this is what you're kind of saying, Taylor, he's so like composed and so like locked in, and then all of a sudden when he does show that little bit of like warmth, it's like, oh, there's that teddy bear. I see him.
Yeah, he's funny. He's cheeky.
Yeah, and then
but it's like everything has a reason. Like everything is very like intentional. He's like, I feel like he like coaches and lives in a very intentional way, which I think is really awesome, and it's just like a great leadership style. Yeah,
there's a layer of trust and there's a layer of like discipline where you're going to have some fun playing for him, but you're going to know when you got to flip that switch to be serious and be on point and do it his way. He says it all the time. He's got 51%. I was like, all right. Whatever you say, boss.
I always feel like when you lose your shit, you lose your leadership,
Yeah, for sure.
It's just kind of something I've always kind of tried to administer in what I'm doing. But he's a huge role model for that, of how he motivates people and how he does so without flying off the handle, and is just very focused on what the right thing is at the right moment.
Yes. Yep. So so did Andy tell Scott something? Is that what I'm trying to, what did Andy say to Scott?
I mean, okay. So when you guys did the full send on the podcast,
yes,
there was
and he was like, you want to date me? And everybody heard it. It was the shooting your shot heard around the world.
Yes.
Basically everyone who likes you, which is a lot of people, started reaching out to everyone who knows me.
There we go.
I think it was like Andy was vouching for you. I think it was my relatives, my cousins were like, please, please, please. He's amazing. There were friends that were like, he's actually an amazing guy. Like, he's so great. There was a lot of kind of people whispering in my ear about you. And I actually, that's not normal. Like, it's not normal. There are people just willing to go to bat for you and be like, you don't understand. This guy's incredible.
Oh, well, Andy, well done.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy.
And Scott, thank you.
There we go, Scott. Speaking of which, how's Scott doing? He's doing good?
So he is doing incredibly well. My dad had an interesting summer. He actually had a quintuple bypass surgery, and that's a really intense surgery.
Yeah.
So it all happened really quick. He went in. I know he would want me to say this because he really he learned a lot through this process. He's had a healthy, perfect EKG every year that he's gone in to get his physicals.
Yeah.
Perfect EKG.
Yeah.
But what found his 5 hard blockages in his heart was a resting stress test. So he's been telling all his friends, you need to get the stress test because that's what's actually preventative. If you can find that earlier, you don't have to have a bypass surgery. You can sort out those blockages with stents and things that are a lot less invasive. So he finds out that he's got these blockages. They're like, we got to do this like tomorrow.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, like, we don't know how you walked in here, dude. This is crazy. So he was, of course, saying to our family, he was like, you guys are busy. I don't want you guys to have to like come in here. Like, you and Austin are busy. Like, just you don't have to do this. Like, don't
brave
come.
dad, the strong dad that,
he said something about like when a cat is injured, it curls up around a tree and heals itself. I was like, Dad, cats don't have quintuple bypass surgery.
He tried to relate.
That's wild. You're just saying stuff now. That doesn't mean anything to me. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to come there.
Yeah.
All right. Like, so he wakes up from surgery and it's my mom, my brother, and me and his best friend. And he comes out of surgery and he did like a comedy set for like 15 minutes. He was the funniest he's ever been, and he's usually really funny. But he's like, we didn't know how many blockages he had, and I was like, Dad, you had a quintuple bypass. You had 5. That's crazy. It's more than we thought. And he's like, well, you see, I come from a very competitive family. And it was kind of wild because it was very parent-child reversal. Yeah. In a lot of ways. Like my brother and my mom and I were each taking shifts in the ICU and staying with them 24/7. And I remember when I was a teenager, my parents would the big fight we always had is I'd sneak my cell phone into my room and be talking to my best friend Abigail under the covers all night. And they'd be like, you have a test tomorrow. You need to rest. We're taking your phone, whatever. Yeah. I'd get to the hospital. My brother will have done the night shift. And he's like, Tay, you got to take his phone. I caught him FaceTiming his friends all night. He needs his rest. He needs to be sleeping. He's FaceTiming all night.
That's like one of the main things you need is you need your body to just like
recover.
And I'm like, I'm not taking his phone. He'll get mad. He's like, I'm not taking his phone. You got to be the one to take his phone. I'm like, I'm not doing it. My mom's like, I don't want to do it. My mom. So we're just like, it's like we've got we've got to take our teenage son's phone away from him because he's FaceTiming all night. He came out of surgery, tried to give guitar picks to all the nurses and doctors, but he wasn't wearing pants, didn't have pockets, hospital gown. I'm having these moments where I'm like, this dude built play sets and swing sets and cribs for me. I'm building his shower chair and his walker and his like bed that goes like this. Like, it's just surreal, man. And you're like, we just all moved in with him for the whole summer pretty much. And just, cause you can't really walk on your own. We had a little harness for my dad. Just like walking Dad on his harness. And he was like the loveliest patient ever. He just kept saying thank you over and over again. So
guy was full of life, man.
Yeah.
He was appreciative that he caught it.
He still is.
Yeah. You know it.
We had we had the FaceTime with him last time we were together, and I was like, he hasn't changed a bit. This guy's still freaking got the energy going.
So like Trav was hanging with him the other day, and he was like, sweetie, he says he's at 75%, and if this is 75%, I'm truly terrified of him.
To give you the update, I'm probably at 85 to 90% now. So we still got a month though.
Yeah. So my dad's like, new arteries, new me. My mom just got a new knee.
There we go. New knees.
She's doing great. She's scampering around. We're not quite at scampering yet, but she's doing great.
She's up and moving around.
Yeah, this was just like the summer of my parental upgrades. Like we're just upgrading the parents, making sure that they live to be at least 186 years old.
Huge.
Because they're two of my best friends, and I just adore them. And it was actually one of the most special things that's ever happened to me, like spending all that time with them this summer and getting to, like, you have those long talks that you don't have when it's like a small, concentrated period of time. This is when I learned to do the sourdough, right? My parents' friend Tina sends over a loaf.
Shout out Tina!
Tina, my girl.
I love you. Thank you, Tina.
Sends over like the best loaf of bread I've ever had in my life. To call it bread feels really, honestly, sort of like
it's gold.
Sort of like minimizing what this was, it's
modern
right?
Day gold.
So I'm like, I need to know how to do this. I go over to Tina's house. She teaches me how to do it. She gives me some of her starter. Life is never the same. Okay. All these things are happening in Florida. Travis is doing his training. He's like, look at him.
In Florida. I'm in
Florida. Look at him. And he's so fast and he can jump so high. So this was our Florida summer.
That's what it is.
It's a hell of a drug.
It's one hell of a drug.
Really Florida'd it up.
Florida. Yeah, no doubt. All right. How many people have come up to you guys and talking about or spoken about how much they've appreciated you being a part of the Chiefs and like their daughters all of a sudden being into sports. Because I get it all the time.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how much you guys get it, how much the game has grown.
It definitely feels like a lot of people say that to us, which is really kind because there was never a thought in either of our heads that was going to be. I had
no idea. That was a pleasant surprise. Seeing all the little girls in the stands at games. And you can see a proud father right there standing next to him. It's definitely been fun to see that like surprise.
You know, I think a lot of the women and girls maybe they like watched one game to see me cheer on my boyfriend or whatever. But if they stayed, which is what people are saying based on the numbers, that's because the game is so great and it's such an amazing, interesting thing to learn about.
I will say it was cool to see the comparison of it all because the way she runs her tour, her show, her like team and everything like that is very like team friendly. There are similarities in terms of her athleticism.
Yeah.
What she's doing for 3 hours.
I mean, listen, I was screaming. I was screaming for 40 seconds during the intro, and I'm out of breath.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But the preparation it takes to get there. We can work on that.
I got a whole regimen for you.
Okay,
we'll get you on the tour prep. It'll be great.
Perfect.
The goals that you set for yourself to achieve, like it's very like there are some similarities that I thought you found like. I don't know, like fascinating that you kind of have that same regimen going into stuff. And I thought that was fun for me to at least see when I saw you on tour and saw how much of a team you guys were.
On paper, like we actually kind of have a very similar job. Like our job is to entertain people for 3+ hours in NFL stadiums. And it's like,
it's
like when I'm there, it's called a dressing room. When Travis is there, it's called a locker room.
Yep,
for me, it's called a rehearsal. For him, it's called a practice. For him, it's called his coach. For me, it's my mom.
Yeah.
So there will be times for like game versus show, right? I'll be like, baby, how was the show? Game. How was the rehearsal? The practice. Field, stage, they're the same thing. We just call them different things.
Yes,
Very
exactly.
True.
It was cool to see the comparisons and how it kind of, I don't know, both aligned. And how hard she works in the gym. We've been to the gym like numerous times and she works harder than me every time.
That's not true. That's crazy. You can like squat lift a car.
Okay.
He's just saying words.
That's just
saying words.
That's one rep. That's one rep. This is what people forget.
I can stretch more. That's what I can do more.
Yeah.
I've heard about we've talked about the treadmill walk-in while you're doing the whole show and like all of that. We can't walk for 4 hours. When's the last time you walked for 4 hours, Travis?
I've never even tried that. I'm not stupid enough to try something like that. You kidding me? My knees would be shredded.
Oh my God.
So one of the other things that's been crazy to witness is just the media attention, right? Like I think you play in the NFL, you think Travis
on the two of us.
Yes. Okay. The media attention on your guys' relationship, on the amount of people that talk about it constantly, the theories that are out there, of which I am probably way too invested in. How do you guys handle all of the noise and chatter about everything that's going on in both of your lives?
We don't really. I don't see a lot of things. I'm of the firm belief that like, if you're basing your if you're getting your feedback from the internet or from comments and stuff, like I just really think that like anything you feed your brain, it will internalize. Anything you feed the internet, it will kill.
Yeah.
I've been in the music industry for 20 years. It's pretty hard to hurt my feelings at this point.
She's a pro, and it took me a little while to be a pro about it. I think initially, and there's still some like wacko theories from the beginning that I was very like, oh no, like how is she handling this? I don't like the last thing I wanted to do is screw this up. Yeah. So I'm like, in my mind is like, her being so calm, cool, collected, and so just real and understanding about everything that's going on really made me grow up real fast in that aspect of things.
But also I think the fact that you genuinely find a lot of online discourse to be truly hilarious.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And hilarious. That changes things for me because
discourse and truth.
Find the humor in it. Find the humor in it.
If he's seeing things and he thinks it's funny and it doesn't even affect his day at all, like that's really completely bled into the way that I metabolize these things. It's at a point where like I can something can be about me. Like my name can be in the actual headline and it can still be none of my business.
Okay.
Like, people can be out here. People might be out here doing too much.
Just shaking ass.
Doesn't mean I have to do a damn thing.
Yeah.
We live in such a social media moment where a lot of people's identities and they get their feedback from that, right? Like, and I'm a real constructive criticism guy. Like, give me constructive criticism all day. I will take it.
Coach me up.
It'll fuel me.
She's an athlete, dude.
It's helpful, right? But I have so many like friends or acquaintances or people where like they'll see one comment they don't like,
right,
and it will ruin their day. It'll ruin their night. Like, and I just want to say to them, like, you should think of your energy as if it's expensive, as if it's like a luxury item. Not everyone can afford it. Yep. Like, not everyone has invested in you in order to be able to have the capital for you to care about this.
Right.
Because like what you spend your energy on, that's the day.
And it's so true.
Right? Like it doesn't matter where you were. Like maybe you went to go get coffee today. Maybe you saw friends today. If you were obsessing over one thing that you saw, like you literally like saw some guy call you mid, and you can't stop thinking about it.
No, he did not.
You can't stop thinking about it, dude. That's the day then. That's the night then. And so I've been able to sort of mediate a really healthy relationship with not seeing a whole lot.
To what you just said too, and social media expounds all this, because everybody knows if they say one thing, but all of a sudden if they put Taylor Swift attached to it, it's going to get 1,000 more retweets and likes and hate comments or love comments or whatever. It's going to stir up tons of controversy.
Totally.
And I get this way all the time where I just recently like went into the facility with Cam Jurgens and something was happening like in the social media world that I was like, why are people like upset at this person? This is bullshit, yada, yada. And Cam just hit me with like, are they really though? Or did just one person say something? Because I used to get the same way where I'd get upset. And then it took me like, actually, nobody really gives a shit about this.
Jason's early Twitter years? Oh, baby.
Oh, my God.
Oh, baby. He had to get off. He had to literally step away.
It hit me right between the eyes.
Because he would respond to, I wouldn't say everybody, but he wasn't shy of letting people know how he felt on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Based off of their comments. It was honestly, Philadelphia, you guys know this, it was a treat. And it's become a treat again now that he's back on, because you'll have a friendly conversation.
Twitter used to be like a different thing, right? Like you remember Twitter. You're like, I fed a squirrel ate a piece of bread. Didn't know they ate bread like that. Straight smashed it.
Now that there's autocorrect, I need to get back on Twitter.
Used to be, right? I'm like, I need a pair of scissors to open these scissors. Like we're just thinking things, right? It's like a different thing now, and it's kind of about like. Information is power, I guess, unless all of your information is geared towards you thinking that everything is about you. Because, not everyone is ever thinking about one person all the time at any point. It's just like if your algorithm is giving you either criticisms of yourself or adulation or praise, you're creating an ecosystem in which you're the centerpiece of the table. And I just don't think that's healthy. Like that's not the way I want to move through the world. So I do detach from the internet in a huge way. Like I'm just not, I have had my comments disabled on Instagram for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
And
it's very smart.
I don't miss it.
Yeah. I found that out after the Eras tour. Comments were going to be the first way.
Dude, the problem is I get so mad, I then go and look at all the other comments, and then Twitter just feeds me more.
And dude, you're on like Reddit.
It's like, so we saw that you like this.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, whereas I'm like, I don't know what this is, but get it out of my office. It's on fire.
Yeah.
My business is making music and taking care of my fans, and I have ways of monitoring what they want from me and how best to entertain them, which is my job.
Yeah.
And everything else, I'm just sort of like, it's not my business. I have actual business that I need to run. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine if we just talked about what people said about our relationship?
Yeah.
Because if we talked about that would be all we talked about, because there's so much chatter. It's like we're busy having an actual relationship.
I want to hear sourdough bread puns.
Yeah. And you will. And that's a promise.
All right. Let's get to the part of this show that I think is what everybody is going to be talking about.
Do I get to say it? Do I get to say? I get to say the 2 words. Yes.
Well, I think we were going to try. I think
this is
first
what
of all, you can do whatever you want, Taylor. We're not going to review. This is very much whatever. I want to work
within the framework of the podcast. I'm a fan of the podcast.
Typically, we would allow the guests to say new news.
Yeah, I want to do it.
But with Zach Brown, we had another bit that we did. I don't know if you saw.
I don't know if we can get back to this. I forgot everything that Zach taught me already.
All right, let's just let the expert take care of this.
Okay, right. I wanted to scream it.
Taylor,
just Travis style. Do you want me to start it or echo it?
I think Taylor has a little bit of new news.
Yay! She's a natural. She's a natural.
It was as fun as I thought it was going to be. Oh, it was everything. It was everything and more.
We did talk about Easter eggs earlier.
Yeah.
And at the very last Eras tour, you didn't take the lift. You did not. You went upstage and exited through an orange door. Why did you change the ending?
So I'm happy you mentioned that.
I was about to say, Jason,
did you see that the fans noticed this? Because I was pretty proud of them for noticing that.
They noticed
I was surfing the internet and saw something.
Yeah, so that was, I was pretty happy that they noticed that. I was like, trained them well. So basically every night of the Eras tour,
everything happens with a reason. Taylor's a planner. She's not just a random orange door.
Eggs everywhere. Just eggs everywhere.
What's happening there? Why? Anyway, so I would leave the stage every night going down the elevator lift. That's how every single Eras show ended except for the last one, where I exited through a door, an orange door to be specific. And
orange.
That actually was an Easter egg. Basically, the reason why I chose to exit that way is because I kind of wanted to give a little subliminal hint to the fans that I may be leaving the Eras Tour era, but I was also entering
a new era.
So I wanted to show you something.
Okay. What do we got?
We got
a briefcase.
Yep.
Mint green with TS on it.
Yep.
What's in it?
This is my brand new album.
We got TS12, baby.
This is my brand new album. It's called The Life of a Showgirl.
Love it.
It was something that I was working on while I was in Europe on the Eras tour.
So while you were on tour,
I was working. I would be on tour.
How on earth did she do this on the tour? Is still blowing my mind.
I just love it. I just love it a lot. I love music. I would be playing shows. I'd do like 3 shows in a row. I'd have 3 days off. I'd fly to Sweden, go back to the tour, and actually like working on this. I was physically exhausted at this point in the tour, but I was so mentally stimulated and so excited to be creating. This is...
And literally living the life of a showgirl.
I was.
While she wrote it.
That's why I called it that. Nailed it. So, do you want to see the back cover?
I would love to see all of it, yes.
The back cover is where we find the 12 tracks for my 12
tracks.
12
bangers.
So we got all...
What are they?
So we got track 1, The Fate of Ophelia.
Okay.
Track 2.
Go ahead. I was going to say, do you know what Fate of Ophelia is?
Talk about Hamlet?
Hamlet?
I don't want to get Jason all riled up. Yeah. So we can just go through the track.
Okay. Yeah.
Track 2, Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay.
You know who Elizabeth Taylor is?
You better.
I'm just kind of following. Along.
Okay. All right.
Track 3, Opalite.
Opalite.
You know what Opalite is, Jason?
Why? Can we stop asking me?
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done asking Jason things.
He's like, I hate this
structure
of the conversation.
A lot about this album, and I'm excited.
Okay.
Track 4, Father Figure.
Father Figure. All right.
Track 5, Eldest Daughter.
Okay.
Track 6, Ruin the Friendship.
Ooh.
Track 7, Actually Romantic.
Actually Romantic.
Track 8,
I wonder who that is.
Wish List with $2 as the S's. Just thought I'd point that out. Grammatical flourish. Track 9, Wood.
Wood. Nice.
Track 10, Canceled, but it's in all caps with an exclamation point at the end.
Oh, that's a banger.
Track 11, Honey. And can you do drum roll? Last track, track 12, the title track, The Life of a Showgirl, featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter! That's awesome.
So that's
Look
that.
At this.
Yeah. And so
That's
then we got...
That is a Showgirl.
We got this orange vinyl
and it's orange.
Here. Yeah, it is. And sparkly.
Entering a new era.
Sparkly.
It's very nice.
So what is the significance of the color orange? Why orange?
I've just always liked it, Jason. It really
So
feels like, I don't know, it feels like kind of energetically how my life has felt. And this album is about what was going on behind the scenes in my inner life during this tour, which was so exuberant and electric and vibrant. And, you know, one of the things about this record is like, it's a record I made with my mentor, Max Martin and Shellback. And the three of us have made some of my favorite songs that I've ever done before.
Which ones, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, they were my main collaborators on the Red album. We did We Are Never Getting Back Together, I Knew You Were Trouble, 22, Shake It Off, Blank Space, Style, Wildest Dreams.
Oh, hell yes.
Ready for it.
So that's the energy we're going with. Yes, I understand why it's orange now. Okay.
So yeah, we've made songs that I'm so proud of.
There's gonna be some fucking bangers. Yes, I'm picking it up.
Dude,
yeah, it's
I'm
like
telling
that.
You, it's 12.
Yeah, it's like that. And so basically, we've never actually made an album before where it's just the three of us. There's no other collaborators. It's just the three of us making a focused album where, I mean, it felt like catching lightning in a bottle, honestly.
Yeah.
We hadn't worked together in like 7 or 8 years, and
this feeds.
There's
awesome.
There's something about them. These guys, they're just geniuses in different avenues, in different ways. And we kind of, I'm going to put it down.
Oh, sure.
I've just never, like this, today's the first day I've seen it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, So Travis is just going to cradle it the whole time.
Don't drop the baby.
I will not drop this baby.
So it's like, working with them again was absolutely incredible. And actually, when I was on tour in Stockholm, I had Max Martin come out to the show, and I was talking to him, and I was like, I just feel like we could just knock it out of the park if we went back in and we did this all in Sweden, and it was just us three. Like, I essentially said to him, I want to be as proud of an album as I am of the Eras tour, and for the same reasons, you know? Okay. And he was like, do you understand what kind of pressure that is?
Yeah, I was going to say, that is okay.
I was like, yeah.
Why would you? Yeah, we can try.
Let's
go. Your entire career? Got it. Yeah, we can do that in one album.
Let's do it.
Well, okay.
And so it's like, you know, I spent time in the time that we were off doing different projects, and he and Shellback were doing different things, and I was making albums that were a little bit more esoteric, like folklore.
She's so hot when she says these big words.
You know what esoteric means.
I know, it's for a specific following.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
So he knows what that means. He pretends he doesn't know what these words mean, but he knows what they mean.
Esoteric means for a specific following, like a specific genre of people.
He knows what it means.
Okay.
He does like a pretty, I don't know what it means thing, but he knows all the words, and he knows what they mean.
I don't know.
And he may not have read Hamlet, but I explained it to him. So
okay, there we go.
Don't tell my middle school English teacher I didn't read Hamlet. Because I definitely was supposed to.
Spark notes.
It's all right. I watched The Lion King.
All right.
See, he knows what Hamlet is.
Wait, Lion King is based off of Hamlet?
Yes.
Jason, your Reddit searches need to be more focused on relevant things.
We need your relationship with the internet to be like a little bit purer.
I got the algorithm. I got the algorithm.
My relationship with the internet is bad. It's about as bad as it can get.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So I was like, I made a few records that were a bit more like specific in their sound or whatever, like Folklore, Evermore. Those were a little bit more like alt folk kind of leaning, and just kind of exploring and trying to challenge myself as a writer. And I feel like both Max and Shellback did that too in their own ways, going out into the world. And by the time we came back together, I feel like we had so much more dexterity to what we do. And it's almost like we'd all grown up so much. Like Shellback and I were both in our early 20s when we started working together, the three of us. And so it was very much like we were the ingenues and Max was the mentor. And this was the time where it felt like all three of us in the room were carrying the same weight as creators. And
so
it
cool.
was really special. It like meant the world to me to have this creative experience where like we knew that we had to bring the best ideas we've ever had.
Yeah.
And I also know the pressure I'm putting on this record by saying that, but I don't care because I love it that much. And I'm so proud of it. And it just comes from like the most infectiously joyful, wild, dramatic place I was in my life. Yeah. And so that effervescence has come through on this record. And like, as you said, bangers. And we were just like, there's no other songs coming. It's not like with Torture Poets Department, I was like, here's a data dump of everything I've thought, felt, experienced in 2 or 3 years. Here's 31 songs. This is 12. There's not a 13th. There's not a 4th. There's not other ones coming. This is the record I've been wanting to make for a very long time.
I love it. I love this so much. Where do we start? I don't know where to start. You gave us a lot of information right there.
I know. We didn't tell Jason that we were doing this.
No,
I just said, like, can I go on the podcast because Brad Pitt did it and I want to do it too.
And Jason was like, yes, I mean, we can make that happen.
That seems like a valid reason.
The request or the ask from either one of us was never going to come. I don't know why I would never ask you. I don't know. Yeah, Brandon still hates me because I never asked you, but I think this is way better.
We waited till I had some stuff to say, I think.
There we go.
You know, I was waiting till I had like a sparkly briefcase to bring. I needed props. It took a long time to put that into production.
So,
well, it is finished. And do you want to tell everybody when it's coming out?
It comes out October 3rd.
October 3rd.
This album comes out October 3rd. It's easy to remember. It's 10/3.
10/3.
Still annoying. It is also your birthday week.
We got Wyatt October 2nd. We got you October 5th. And then we got Mom October 9th. So this is a good month.
Yeah, I picked a good month.
It's going to be a good week.
You know, all these Libras
10/3, 13.
The opal birthstones.
I'm picking up this numerology. There we go.
There we go. Yep. See, I knew you.
Never not annoying. Always going to
coachable.
Always going to try to force a 13 into the situation, and this one was right there. It was just right there. For the photos, there are a lot more photos in this, and there's a poem in this, and basically I love the photography so much that I don't want to show it right now because I want to keep some mystery going, because that's, you know, it's just fun to have things to still discover. But the photos are done by Mert and Marcus, who are two of my favorite photographers. The last time and the only time I worked with them for an album cover shoot was with Reputation, with that album, and I loved what they did with those photos, so I called them up for this one, and I'm so happy with the way that the photos came out for this one. And it just basically was like, I was so proud of the music and so excited about this project from a creative standpoint that I was just like, all hands on deck, we're going all out. This is a full send. Like, I care about this record more than I can even overstate.
It's so much fun. And I mean, I understand what she's saying. I've been fortunate enough to hear every single song on here, so I know they're all 12 bangers. It's a lot more upbeat, and it's a lot more like fun pop, like excitement. And I think that's a completely I think it's a complete 180 from a lot of the songs on Torture Poets, for sure.
Oh yeah.
And it's
life is more upbeat.
Well, that's what I was about to say. It probably, do you find that your albums mimic everything that's happening in your personal life?
Yeah, definitely.
Your genres that you've done are like so wide spanning between like country, pop, and then like it can get, I don't even know, Torture Poets was like so cathartic. It felt like for you probably to write those songs and to release all that.
Definitely. And it was like, I have different goals with different albums. And Torture Poets Department, my goals were strictly lyrical. Like, I
felt
love
like every song was a poem.
And I love that album so much from that perspective. That was strictly what I was trying to accomplish there. It was just really a full catharsis, and I loved to embrace the mess of writing from that perspective, of the rawness of that. This, I have a totally different set of goals. I always try to do something completely different if that's what I'm feeling at the moment. And I was feeling a complete pivot at this point in time. And I wanted the album to feel the way my life felt. And this completely matches the way that my life has felt. And I also wanted it to be just every single song is on this album for hundreds of reasons, you know, and you couldn't take one out and it be the same album. You couldn't add one and it's just right. And that focus and that kind of discipline with creating an album and keeping the bar really high is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I tend to love to write lots and lots of music. So it's a temptation to release lots of music.
Sure.
I wanted to do an album that was so focused on quality and on the theme and everything fitting together like a perfect puzzle, that these 12 songs for my 12th album, I feel like we achieved that. And I'm really happy about that.
So you mentioned a couple of things there. First, what is the theme of the album, if you would describe it as one like theme, if that's possible?
I would say it's everything that was going on behind the curtain.
Okay. And then what are the goals? You said something like what would be like your main goals with this album?
My main goals were melodies that were so infectious that you're almost angry at it. And lyrics that are just as vivid, but crisp and focused and completely intentional.
Check.
So it's like, I feel like we actually came together in a really beautiful way, the three of us, Shellback, Max, and I, where we had a conversation about how Max was like, I loved folklore. I loved the storytelling on folklore. I don't want that to change. Like, just because we're making these infectious anthems, like, I don't want you to leave that behind. And I was like, I don't think I couldn't if I tried. So at this point, I
got some stuff to say.
I'm married to that kind of writing, you know? And so it was really amazing that we were able to, without doing too much overthinking, we were able to get in there, and it was just ideas flying. And all of these ideas were like, we've been waiting years to come back together and make this project. It felt really nice.
You are going to move. You are. This album is going to make you dance.
October 3rd? Do I have to wait till October 3rd?
Yes, you do, Jason.
Yeah.
God damn it! This is unfair.
We don't trust you at all.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, smart. I completely get it. The artwork. How do you settle on a front piece of like artwork for an album?
This represents the end of my night.
Okay.
Right? So like, when I'm on tour, I have the same day every single day. It's another reason why we have a very similar life. His game days are the same days every day. His practice days are the same every day. His meetings, his schedule. My show days are the same every single day. I just happen to be in a different city. Yeah. And my day ends with me in a bathtub, not usually in a bedazzled dress.
Sure. Well, it's got to be. It's on the front of an album.
We try to keep it decent, you know.
Yeah.
I wanted to sort of like glamorize all the different aspects of how that tour felt. And that's how that felt, to like be at the end of the night when all this has gone down. You won't be able to get to bed till 4 a.m. after this, but you had to jump through.
Taylor Swift made her first ever podcast appearance and surprised fans by opening up about her relationship, career, and deep connection with her audience all at once. Usually private about her personal life, Swift shared her side of the story for the first time on the New Heights podcast, hosted by Travis Kelce and his brother Jason, joking that the podcast itself got me a boyfriend. She revealed the bold romantic gestures that made her fall for the Kansas City Chiefs tight end, explaining how Travis tried to meet her during her 2023 Eras tour in Kansas City, but failed to get a meet and greet pass, which led to what she jokingly called a man tantrum. Swift laughed about his attempts, including attending the concert with Patrick Mahomes, believing that knowing the elevator attendant might somehow get him into her dressing room, and wanting to give her a friendship bracelet with his phone number on it. At first, she wondered if he might be crazy, but quickly realized that his persistence felt like something straight out of an 80s John Hughes movie, romantic, bold, and sincere, similar to standing outside a window with a boombox. Swift said the gesture fulfilled the kind of love story she had been writing about since her teenage years, adding that while it was wild, it worked, and she's grateful it did, playfully thanking New Heights again as Travis blushed during the moment. Taylor Swift explained that after a few conversations with Travis Kelce, she realized he genuinely wanted to get to know her in a natural, down-to-earth way, and his kindness stood out, especially when he never judged her for knowing nothing about football. She laughed about a moment from their first date when she asked what it was like for him to see his brother Jason standing just 5 feet away during the Chiefs versus Eagles Super Bowl, a question that completely stunned Travis because the brothers, who play offensive positions, would never be on the field at the same time. Swift admitted she didn't even know what a first down or a tight end was back then, but eventually fell in love with the game and became obsessed with it. Their relationship soon turned into one of the internet's most adored love stories, blending sports and pop culture like a real-life novel, with both stars openly supporting each other. Swift also revealed that behind their fairy tale romance was an unexpected Cupid, Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, who quietly helped bring them together, especially after Travis spoke about Taylor on the New Heights podcast in 2023. Swift described that moment as the shooting your shot heard around the world, sharing that many people, including Andy Reid, spoke highly of Travis to her, encouraging her to give him a chance. Reid, a longtime friend of Taylor's father Scott Swift, later praised the relationship publicly, saying he loved seeing his players find their person and settle down. After Travis joked on the podcast about being disappointed he couldn't give Taylor a friendship bracelet he made for her, Swift privately reached out, sparks flew, and the two began dating away from the public eye. The world finally caught on when Taylor appeared at a Chiefs game on September 24th, 2023, and she later told Time that by then, they were already a couple, grateful for the private time they had to truly get to know each other. Now together for 2 years, Travis has described their relationship as deeply organic and normal away from cameras, saying that despite the constant attention, when they're alone, they're just two people in love who connected naturally, without any plan or control. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce share the same values of appreciating people for who they are, and that authenticity is part of what makes their relationship feel so effortless. The internet went into a frenzy when Taylor appeared on Travis's New Heights podcast on August 13th, 2025, not only because she announced her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl, but also because of how openly affectionate and natural the couple were throughout the episode. Fans melted over moments like Taylor telling Travis that blue looked great on him, only for him to reply, "It's the color of your eyes, sweetie," and when he gently comforted her as she became emotional while talking about buying back her masters. During the episode, Swift openly gushed about Travis, while the couple revisited how their love story began nearly 2 years earlier, starting with Travis's now famous confession that he tried and failed to give her his number after attending her Eras Tour concert in July 2023. He had made her a friendship bracelet in true Swiftie fashion, but never contacted her management, instead believing that knowing the elevator lady might somehow get to her dressing room, a detail Taylor later laughed about. Despite the awkward start, Swift said their early dates felt like something straight out of an 80s John Hughes movie, with Travis metaphorically standing outside her window with a boombox, boldly asking her out in the most sincere way. She admitted she briefly wondered if he was crazy, but quickly realized he was genuinely kind, pure, and naturally interested in truly getting to know her, praising him as someone who instantly makes people laugh and calling him a human exclamation point. Travis, in turn, showered Taylor with praise, telling listeners that she makes him better, and being with her feels like something familiar and life-changing at the same time. The couple officially confirmed dating rumors in September 2023 when Taylor attended a Chiefs game alongside Travis's mother, Donna, enthusiastically cheering him on after a touchdown, and the night ended with the two leaving Arrowhead Stadium together in his convertible, capping off a moment that quickly became pop culture history. Taylor Swift recently showed her support for her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, when Happy Gilmore 2 was released last month, posting an enthusiastic Instagram story praising the film in which Kelce makes a small appearance. However, fans quickly began speculating that Swift herself had a secret cameo in the movie, a theory that Entertainment Today initially debunked before Swift shut it down personally during her appearance on Kelce's New Heights podcast. The rumor stemmed from a scene in which Kelce appears shirtless and covered in honey as a bear approaches him, leading some fans to believe Swift might be inside the bear costume, despite the role being officially credited to stuntman Brandon Allen Smith, whose IMDb lists him as the bear performer. Laughing off the theory, Swift joked that she, Travis, and friends even teased each other about it, saying she was honored people thought she could be in a bear suit, especially since she loved the movie so much and watched it multiple times, praising the bear performance as exquisite. While Happy Gilmore 2 filmed from September 9th to early December 2024, Swift was largely on her Eras tour during that period, and no footage or behind-the-scenes material has ever shown her on set, including Netflix's released clips. Still, Swift continued to gush about the movie upon its release, calling it a 13 out of 10 must-watch on Netflix, a post that came just a day after Kelce shared photos of the couple together on Instagram for the first time. According to a source, the post was intentional and reflected how serious and in sync their relationship has become. Further highlighting her support, Swift also appeared on New Heights to discuss her upcoming 12th album, The Life of a Showgirl, set for release on October 3rd, openly embracing her role as a supportive partner while remaining firmly in control of her own global superstardom. Taylor Swift used her appearance on Travis Kelce's New Heights podcast not just to boost viewership, but to drop major clues about her upcoming 12th album, The Life of a Showgirl, which is already being tipped as one of her strongest releases, largely thanks to the return of hitmaker Max Martin and his longtime collaborator, Shellback. The duo who shaped the defining sounds of 1989 and Reputation are confirmed as producers on every track, validating fans' speculation after Swift shared a Spotify playlist celebrating their past collaborations. Swift revealed she recorded the album in Sweden during the European leg of her Eras tour and promised high-energy bangers, signaling a clear pivot away from the mid-tempo introspection of the Tortured Poets department, which many critics felt marked creative fatigue in her partnership with Jack Antonoff. The success of I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, the standout hit of that era, appears to have inspired this renewed pop direction, complete with showgirl imagery, old Hollywood glamour, feathers, and theatrical flair that carried into her live performances. The album's striking cover, featuring Swift submerged in a bathtub, along with evocative track titles like Elizabeth Taylor and Cancelled, hint at themes of glamour, loneliness, and the exhausting grind behind pop stardom, even as Swift insists the record was born from a joyous, dramatic, and effervescent period in her life during the tour and her romance with Kelce. Tabloids have speculated about subtle references to past controversies, including rumors of tension with Blake Lively and criticism that her relationship with Travis was merely a PR move, while unverified insider claims suggest political undertones tied to her recent public stances. Whether interpreted as escapist recession pop or a pointed rebuttal to critics, The Life of a Showgirl appears designed to dominate the charts, reaffirm Swift's pop supremacy, and silence doubts about her evolution in an increasingly turbulent cultural moment. Taylor Swift continued to offer rare insight into both her career and personal life during her appearance on the New Heights podcast, touching on the current pop landscape while sharing intimate memories tied to Kansas City and her relationship with Travis Kelce. She reflected on how pop stars like Lady Gaga have successfully revisited their earlier sounds and how her protege, Sabrina Carpenter, who is the only featured artist on The Life of a Showgirl, has risen to become one of music's biggest stars, all while Swift herself seeks peace amid constant scrutiny. Turning to football, Swift spoke about becoming a genuine Chiefs fan, proudly revealing that she was the one who excitedly broke the news of Kansas City drafting Xavier Worthy in the 2024 NFL Draft, and recalled her first game at Arrowhead Stadium in September 2023 and unforgettable Super Bowl moments in Las Vegas. She also addressed Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, claiming he played matchmaker